My name is Lloyd Fuller, and I'm going to be talking about the advantages of being left-handed. Did you know that 2,500 left-handed people are killed each year from equipment that's designed for right-handed people? Did you know that left-handedness is twice as common in twins than in the regular population? Did you know that the word right is synonymous with the word correct, whereas the word left can mean evil or sinister? So what does hand preference mean? You might do several things with your left hand, such as write, brush your teeth, wave, etc. In this case, you're probably left-hand dominant. According to IFL science, people with a left-hand preference have a more developed right brain hemisphere. A bit of science. Statistics suggest that our hand dominance is something that we're born with, and that when two right-handed parents have a child, the percentage that the child will be left-handed is about 9%. And with a left and right-handed parent, that percentage increases to around 19%. And with two left-handed parents, it increases even more to around 26%. These numbers imply that handedness could be to some degree hereditary. Explain this. Since a little over 90% of the world's population is right-handed, shouldn't a recessive gene like left-handedness been forced out of the gene pool several years ago? So how in the world do left-handed people still exist? I'm not exactly certain that we have enough information to make any concrete deductions, but scientists have concluded that brain lateralization may play a major part in this. Around 40% of left-handed people use the right hemisphere of their brains to control language and primary motor functions. And around 90% of right-handed people use the left hemisphere of their brain to control language and their primary motor skills as well. Scientists have also concluded that there may be a strong correlation between brain hemisphere dominance and hand dominance. However, there is some valid evidence that researchers from Pennsylvania State University have come up with that says that hand dominance comes from genes. An allele is one of the possible forms of a gene. Each gene has two alleles, a dominant and a recessive. There's a D gene, which means dextral, which means right, and this is the most common of the two. An individual will always be right-handed in this case. There's also a C gene, which stands for chance. This doesn't necessarily mean that this person will be left-handed, but it presents a 50% chance that the individual will be. This also leaves a small percentage of people with the possibility of having a rare combination of each gene, which would be referred to as DC, which means that they could have equally dominant hands, or ambidextrous. Ambidextrous people make up around 1% of the population. So what are some of the advantages of being a lefty? Robert Hertz, the left-handed attorney, motivational speaker, and wellness expert, said when he was at Columbia Law School that he noticed a large portion of the class was left-handed. He also went on to say left-handed people are right-brained, which also allows them to possess all the necessary traits to become lawyers. Christopher Berglund, an author from Psychology Today, states that if you're a lefty, the odds are that growing up in a right-handed world will make you more likely to think outside the box and become a leader. Left-handed people have more right brain symmetry than right-handed people do. Research results from Science Alert website suggest that the corpus callosum, which is the bundle of nerves connecting the two brain hemispheres, has a tendency to be larger in left-handed people, which means that there's an enhanced level of connectivity between the two hemispheres. This could also mean that lefties possess superior information processing. Fernand Gobet, professor at University of Liverpool, also said that there's a number of experiments that demonstrate that left-handers are more skilled at solving demanding mathematical tasks. Aaliyah Hoyt, author of the article 10 Things Lefties Do Better, said that lefties have a better chance at recovery from strokes than right-handed people do. She also said that lefties are more likely to recover quicker from some of the effects of strokes, such as speech loss, because they are less dependent on the left side of their brain, which essentially controls speech. A percentage of lefties share a level of dominance in both halves of their brains, which also promotes the idea that they can recover faster. And since spatial neglect involves the loss of the ability to recognize people and objects to the left, left-handers tend to recover faster from strokes because of their lesser dependence on the right side of their brains. Although all our valid research provides some justification as to why left-handed people may be at more of an advantage than right-handers, and they may be better leaders, athletes, perform better at math, and even recover better from strokes, they still have to coexist in a world that was not designed for them to thrive in. Thank you. Any questions?